Maya. Today we are in Old Town Scottsdale touring small businesses that you may know if you're a local here in Arizona. Today we're gonna go tour Tea Time, Norde Scottsdale, and Sparkle Bar. So 3 very different businesses. We're very excited to go check them out, show you guys what they're all about. This will be more on TikTok, but we're gonna show you the behind the scenes on here. So make sure to go follow us on TikTok at @obtainingsocial_, and on Instagram you'll see it there as well. Today I'm here also with Margot. So Margot and I are gonna be doing the tours, but like we always do, let's start off with a little outfit check. My top is from Aritzia, bottoms are from Aritzia, Forever 21 heels, and then Brandy Melville purse.
Hey guys, okay, outfit rundown. These are Levi's jeans, Forever 21 bodysuit, Calvin Klein button up, and Steve Madden shoes. And then I believe the purse is Forever 21 as well.
Let's get right into it.
My name is Liesl. And I'm Taylor. I've been working here at Tea Time for about 3 months. And I've been working here since January. My favorite tea is the Painted Desert, which is a pomegranate green tea. My favorite teas are lavender lace herbal tea. It's going to be a cinnamon, spearmint, and rosemary tea with some lavender, and it's really nice. It sparkles. Like, you know how touch rose that sparkles?
Oh, that is so fun. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Dude, are the sparkles in there?
Yeah, I put some on the ice.
They're swirling around. Guys, I'm here in Old Town Scottsdale at Tea Time, your neighborhood spot for everything tea. I'm here with the director.
My name is Marion. I'm the director here at Tea Time. Tea Time has been here since March of 2009, so we're into our 13th year. We are truly the one-stop shop for tea. Loose tea, tea accessories, tea parties, tea classes, events, or just a good cup to sip on.
What would be one tip that you would give like an aspiring entrepreneur if they wanted to start something like this, like along the lines of teas and coffees and shops like that?
The general entrepreneurship tip: start. Do it. There is no perfect moment, right? You can only prepare so much for the next idea or your grand opening or the releasing of a new product. You think that you're gonna have this business plan and this model. Pivot, because the market changes, your customers change, the world changes, and it's really important to be able to change with it.
What is the most profitable aspect of your company? Would it be the tea parties? Would it be the actual tea with the customers coming in? What would you say is the most profitable?
I would definitely say our tea. That is our focus. However, over the years, like especially recently, it's kind of changed. A lot of people love a good experience, right? I feel the society we live in right now is like experience oriented. So it's kind of evening out. I just looked at our profit and loss statements, and funny enough, it's like an even pie. Like it seems in the past year, the loose tea has been like 1/3 of our revenue, and the events have been 1/3, and our to-go has been 1/3, which to me is really impressive because we've dedicated attention and effort towards those other areas of revenue, and it's proven to reap us reward.
And how many teas do you have here?
Well, right now we're gearing up for holiday season. So every year I prepare an advent box. In the advent box, I always like to feature like 20 new teas. So right now we have a cross between our old collection and some new teas we're bringing in. So we have well over 115 different varieties right now. Now is the time to try or come in and figure out what we have. And if you fall in love with something and then you say it's only seasonal, you stop carrying it, you can still order it. The world is your oyster here. Even though we carry 115 varieties, it only scratches the surface for how many teas are out there. Not even including the amount that like I blend. So sometimes I'll be in the mood for something we might not exactly carry. So we'll just do a little mixing, like, hey, what do you think of this? And next thing you know, it's the newest addition to our collection.
What is your #1 favorite tea here?
Ooh, for a moody tea drinker, that is the hardest question. Lately, we got a brand new tea. It's called the Lemon Loaf. Black tea that tastes just like Starbucks lemon loaf cake. It's an excellent latte. It's been everybody's favorite. And even though there's like some staples in here in our collection that I'm gonna always love and go back to, it's hard to ignore that I've been having it every day since we got it. So, I would say right now that's my favorite.
Okay, that was a little behind the scenes of our interview here at Tea Time. I'm gonna let you plug your social media handles, let them know where they can find you here in Old Town and all of that.
Tea Time AZ is going to be our social media handle. We're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, and feel free to come by and visit us here in Old Town Scottsdale. And our website is teatimeaz.com. And for all of you viewing and watching, as a thank you, we'll offer you a 15% discount if you call for an order or if you come by and see us in person, as long as you mention obtaining social.
Definitely check them out. It was so amazing to meet with you, and we'll definitely be back here. We are now here at Norde Scottsdale. It is in Old Town. It is the cutest clothing boutique that you will find. We are absolutely obsessed with it. We're gonna go in, show you around, show you what the store looks like, and then also have a little questionnaire with the owner, Faith. Definitely come here. They seriously have the cutest items, but let's go in. I'm here at Norde Scottsdale in Old Town Scottsdale with the owner, Faith. I'll have her introduce herself and let you know a little bit about Norde Scottsdale.
My name is Faith. I am the owner of Norde Scottsdale. We are a small Western trendy boutique located in the heart of Old Town. We have a range of very unique items. You're really not going to be matching with anyone else. We get a ton of bachelorette parties. If you're on a girls trip, come see me. I'm going to make sure you guys look phenomenal. We are all about the sparkles, the pink, the colors. We have something pretty much for everyone. We have keychains, necklaces, earrings, jewelry, you name it, we got it. So if you ever want to come down, come see me.
What would be a piece of advice that you would give an aspiring entrepreneur who wants to start a clothing brand or just wants to start a business in general?
I would just advise that they trust their gut. I know we're in a very saturated retail market. We're up against big corporations. I mean, personally, we're right down the street from the mall. And you want to keep things very fun and fresh and up to date on all the trends. And so even if something is not what you think would be cute, just trust what the market is saying, and even vice versa. Like if something is not in trend with like what people would like, but if you think it's going to do well, if you know your customers, then I suggest that you just go with your gut.
So we see you're here now in a retail space. I know there has to be like some journey that came along with it. So how did you get started and end up in a retail space?
So I actually was gonna be a lawyer, which is completely different than what I'm doing right now. I'm selling sequin pants, which is completely different than being a lawyer. And you know, after COVID happened, there was a lot of uncertainty of, you know, what was gonna be next. I mean, I think I can speak for everyone that we didn't really know what was gonna happen, especially in terms of like business. But you know, one day I was just stumbling upon this main street for some reason, and I saw the empty space, and then I just took it. And that kind of just goes with going with your gut. It was definitely a big risk at the time. We didn't really know what to expect. I've never opened a business before. I've never owned a retail space. This is my first one. Kind of going with your gut, going with the flow, trusting your intuition, knowing your customers. I love what I do, even though it is so different than what my path was originally. I absolutely love what I do. I love meeting people every day. These people are like my family. And so I meet people from like all over the country, sometimes the world. And I want them to feel as if they are truly like in their room getting ready for something, and I'm like hyping them up, making them feel good. It has been a very different journey than most people starting a business, just because it wasn't what I originally planned on doing. But I wouldn't change anything about it.
We know there's a lot of women boutiques out there, whether it's online or in store. What would be your advice for being able to stick out in such a saturated market?
Just picking out your clothes that are tailored to your customers. I know trends come and go, and they're very quick, especially with social media. So it's good to not just buy for what's trending. You have to buy for your customers. You have to really know your customers, really know what they like. I'm in a little tricky spot where I'm in somewhere where there's a lot of people coming in and out, so I always get a different pot of people, I feel like, that come into the store. You have to really know your customers and pick things that are tailored to them and what they like, rather than what is trending right now. And I've been very careful about doing that, especially with such a limited space. I mean, the space that we have right now is 400 square feet. I know it looks a lot bigger because we have very high ceilings, but It is very small. So that is a challenge that I've come across, is trying to make everything fit well together and flow well together. I go to, markets and fashion events like Magic. I was just there on Monday, and I shop for the store, and there are thousands of vendors that go to these things, and you have to really narrow it down to what works for you, quality, pricing, and then you have to maximize your space. And because I have such a small space, I have to really make sure that what I'm bringing is going to sell, because if it doesn't, then it goes on sale.
Right.
Which is fine.
What would you say was the best way to learn more about starting a clothing brand? If I wanted to start, where should I go to learn more information? Did you have a mentor? Did you just find it all out online by yourself? How did you go about that?
So I was lucky enough that my mom actually owns a clothing store as well, and it's 15 minutes up the street. It's different from what we're carrying, but she's been in the industry for 20 years. So I've really had her to guide me through what to expect. I mean, really, when you start a business, you really never know what to expect. You kind of just have to hit the ground running and just go with it and then learn from there. I look at, where I started a year ago, and it is completely different than where I am right now. The store is different, my branding's different. What I suggest to people who want to do something like this is just really make sure that, you want to go all in, because owning a business is a lot of work. Doing the social media, keeping up with merchandising, if things move out, you have to move things around, buying and keeping up with stock. Taking that all into consideration, I really was lucky enough to have my mom to guide me through those little things. If you ever wanted to learn, I just go for it. Honestly, just go for it.
Okay, so we just finished up our interview with Faith at Norde Scottsdale. We're gonna let her plug all of her social media handles and let you know where you can find her at.
You guys can follow us on Instagram at Norde Scottsdale. You can visit us online at www.nordescottsdale.com, and if you come in mentioning Obtaining Social, you will get 15% off any purchase.
So definitely come in. They have something for literally everybody and anyone. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Jewelry, clothes, everything like that. So check them out. They're in Old Town. Address will be on the screen, but thank you so much for letting us come in and interview and check out your spot. Okay, we are now at Sparkle Bar. It is also here in Old Town. This is the best place to go to get all your makeup done. We're gonna go in and show you their spot. It is so cute. You're gonna love it. It's so aesthetic. And then we're gonna ask a few questions and show you behind the scenes like that again. But this is our last spot for the day, and we're super excited about this one. So let's go check it out. We're here at Sparkle Bar in Old Town Scottsdale.
Hi, I'm Alex Bradbury, founder of the Sparkle Bar. We are a makeup and beauty studio that's based in Old Town, but we also travel. We get to celebrate diversity in beauty, which is awesome because every day clients come to the stores and we get to remind them how perfect they already are. We're just here to enhance those already beautiful features with our medium of choice, which is makeup.
How did you get started? How did Sparkle Bar come about? What was the whole process behind that?
This space was really born out of necessity. There wasn't a place that existed that was dedicated to creating an experience around makeup where people could come and be reminded of how perfect they already are. We're just here to enhance that. Outside of maybe the department store or hiring or knowing a makeup artist that you could just call. So rather than try to fit a square peg into a round hole, we created a space which now exists where people come every single day and we get to be that for them.
This is obviously a stunning studio. It looks like you've probably done this before. Have there been other business ventures before Sparkle Bar came about?
No, this is the first brick and mortar concept. So we recently moved from a smaller space to this newly renovated space that you see before you today. We've been here since March. It has allowed us to really double in size, which means that we can host more parties, more groups, invite more people. So we're definitely growing and super excited about what that has looked like for us over the last several months.
What would be one tip that you would give an aspiring entrepreneur who wants to open up a location or they just want to start a business? What would be your number one tip?
Start. Just start. Done is better than perfect. And that's what I have to keep reminding myself of every single day, because it's easy to get caught up in the idea of perfection, but done is better than perfect.
When it comes to mentorships and things like that, I myself, I have a hard time finding it. Where do you find your mentors and how do you reach out? What's your process behind finding a mentor?
Yeah, you want to definitely put yourself in proximity of people who are doing great things, people that you aspire to be like or emulate in some way. So some of the ways that I found mentors have been through podcasts, listening to intelligent conversations and being able to apply some of what I hear to my own business, and then actually putting myself out there by attending meetings, joining groups, going to networking functions where you're able to meet people who are in a different space that you might be in, and connect in that way. And asking for a mentor is as simple as, just asking. And finding someone who's invested in you the same way, so that you just have another person that you can be supported by as you grow.
Having a business in this new, I would say, era with after post-COVID and with COVID kind of still being a thing, what would be your number one thing that you learned from that you're going to take and bring on to continue your business going forward?
Yeah, I think that being adaptable and in flux, you like water, because nothing is going to be the same always. No circumstance is going to be the way that you imagine it. So being flexible about how you get to the goal, but being steadfast on what your vision is.
When it comes to marketing, small businesses and marketing, I know there's a ton of different things, like social media, advertising, word of mouth. What is your number one marketing strategy?
So for us, the biggest compliment that we can receive is referral. People work so hard to get a customer in the door that once you have them there, you delight them so that they are somebody who will go and evangelize on your behalf, So really making sure that we delight our clients is really important to us, creating a memorable experience. And then collaborating, working with other like businesses who have synergies around the type of client that you serve. Being open to those opportunities to cross-promote. The same girl, for example, or guy or person that comes to the Sparkle Bar is also likely to drink pressed juices. So understanding who your audience is, who you're speaking to, really does help you to grow. And not being afraid to work with other people. The tide really does rise all ships, and so it's important no one's taking it away from you. There's enough for everyone to eat, so to collaborate and work together.
What is the typical client that walks in the doors to Sparkle Bar?
We get to meet all kinds of people, and it's really cool because we get to meet them at different points in their life. Sometimes it's for, they're graduating, so it's graduation photos, and people realize how amazing they feel when they're done up. So we get to become a part of all of their special moments. So, everything from graduation photos, family photos, weddings, then we get to be a part of, the baby announcement and the bridal shower and all these life events that happen as a result of doing life. So it's not just for weddings, it's not just for special occasions, it's always a good reason to feel amazing, and we're here to celebrate you in that and whatever you think is a sparkle-worthy occasion.
What do you think makes you stick out from the other locations that the makeup services and things like that? What really makes you guys special?
We're very niche. We are makeup only, so we do not offer hair services, and that's by design. Because if we can't service every single hair texture and type, we're not doing any hair texture or type. So we really do focus on creating an experience that is inclusive for every skin tone, type, texture, age, ethnicity. So because we're really niche, I think that's something that really does separate us. And that it's not just for special occasions. There's always a reason to feel good, and you should step out and present to the most polished finish. Why not? You're going to do everything better. We like to say you leave a little sparkle wherever you go, and by default, when you look good and you feel good, you exude that kind of energy. So we're here to just, remind people that they're awesome as they are. We're just here to enhance those perfect features with a little sparkle.
Beautiful. All right, we just finished up our interview at the Sparkle Bar. It was so amazing. Thank you so much for having us. If you want to take a moment to plug yourself, your social medias, where can they all find you at Sparkle Bar?
You can find the Sparkle Bar on all social channels, including LinkedIn, at the Sparkle Bar. And if you ever need to get your glam on for anything, whether it's the major to the mundane, we invite you to come get your sparkle on with us. And if you do mention obtaining social, you'll get a little special gift from us. But We look forward to seeing you here in person, virtually, or at your place.
It was so nice meeting you and talking with you, and that basically wraps it up. Again, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Stunning place, Old Town Scottsdale. Check it out for sure.